So I have these white Asian eggplants, and the larger they get, they get a little bit more purple. But they are, in fact, um, descendants of East Asian origin, and they have they have thinner skin than the European variety. And so I just want to take off the tops and the bottom and make thick slices. I'm saying 3/8 of an inch thick, which is more than half an inch. And we're going to place them in a bowl, and we need to let them rest overnight in milk. So I feel like I just need like 12 pieces total. And I bought these in the city, and I don't think every slice will be perfect. So I'm just going to cut out the parts that might not be perfect. And after I cut them all up, I'll be assessing whether we want to use them or not. Because I only really need 12 for this dish. Anyway, then I move on. I'm moving on to the second part of the preparation. So I'm counting and I'm discarding any that look not quite great. And I'd like to reiterate that white-skinned eggplants have a thinner skin than dark purple ones, the European kind. If you really only have the purple kind, you need to slice off the skin before you chop them in half. Now we're adding, I'd say about 4 cups of milk. The milk is going to help to saturate and also what's the word called? It's anyway. I need to place a plate over it. Desaturize the proteins. So we have a plate on top, and I need the weights. So I'm just going to use some onions for the weights, and because we're going to weight this down. You could use anything. You could just use 2 or 3 or 4 plates. But we want to keep them under the milk overnight. I remember the word. It's denaturize the proteins, which helps them to become soft and malleable. And I'm saying I need more milk. Okay. We want them to denaturize the proteins, and we're going to cover this in plastic wrap. So I finally chopped some rosemary, and by finally I mean very finely. And then I have these twigs, these almost individual leaves, like some of them are 2, some of them are 1, and those are going to be garnish, each one on an eggplant piece after I brush them with honey. So it's a little complicated given that I have no space. So I'm going to take all of my, as much as, well, this is all-purpose flour, by the way. We're going to dredge these in the flour. We're going to add some salt and pepper. I can't move because I'm attached to the camera. So here's some salt. Just a little. I'd say that's a 1/4 teaspoon. Pepper. And then I can mix that all up with a fork. And there's the pepper. So this is Andalusian. Andalusia is a part of... Oh, that's the wrong stuff. That's my mash. Okay. Hold on. I'll be right back. I have to unplug myself. Okay, so remember I weighed down the Asian eggplant in milk. I used onions as a weight. And now it's time to get rid of the milk. So, oh shoot, I didn't mean it's time to pour it all over the oven. I don't have my strainer out. So what we're going to do is we're going to strain out the milk. By the way, white eggplants have very thin skin compared to dark eggplants. That's why I didn't peel it. If you're going to use dark eggplants, then you must peel it. So I didn't. And the other thing about the milk is there's acids, lactose acid, very mild acid, and that actually helps break down the membranes in the eggplant. And I just want to show you one more thing before all this gets complicated. That I have as much oil here, about a half an inch deep, and that's going to have to come up to 350 Fahrenheit after I dredge my, now I have milk everywhere, after I dredge the eggplant that has been drained. So I'm going to drain it now. Hi folks, so what we're doing here is I'm just gonna mix up our dredge. We have drained the eggplants. Now we want to get our frying oil to 350 degrees. That's going to take a little while. But there's no point in starting it until the temperature's up. So I have 323, 320, 330, 334. You know this temperature will go down drastically when you put the first 4 pieces in. I would like to add more oil, but at that point we will not be able to get we'll have to start all over with the temperature. So I'm not going to. Okay. Instant reading thermometer brings me to 350. We're going to take the dust off and lay them in. Just maybe let them have some room. Let's do that. And we're going to give them 2 minutes on each side. And you want to have your paper towels ready. All right, so I'm just going to take a look here. Nope, not ready. And there's a minute left, at least a minute. The first bunch here could take as long as 3 minutes because the oil cooled down as soon as the food was put in. And I haven't changed the temperature here, so the next ones could take a little less time. 26 seconds. I'm seeing some puffing. I like that. Okay. And some browning, golden brown. Yeah, so I just burnt myself. You know what? Sometimes these rubber spatulas aren't the best thing. Oh, that's what you want. That's what I want. I want brown. Okay, so that's 2 minutes. Let's just check them. We want them to be golden like that. You know what? I need to get my other tongs because these are not working, and I just, burnt myself again. And yeah, that's exactly the look you want. Now I'm getting a little bit too brown. Oh, I think there's some thunder out there. I don't know. Anyway, good. So now we turn that down because it's too hot. And now I'm going to do 2 minutes on this side. And we're going to take them out right away onto towel as fast as you can, because these are a little bit not the right, maybe they're a little bit, I don't know, some of them are thinner than others. This one needs to come out. You need to put the brown paper, more paper on, and of course put these in right away. And also get the flour off. And then, of course, I think that you would have not much longer with this oil. I turned it down, but I know it's hot. And I'm also trying to manage a few things. So here, put the timer back on. This just helps because you can't always tell when you're busy. So I want to get the oil off, and I want to move my dredger. Okay, what else is going on? They look beautiful. Okay, but I have to remember I got a few things in the air here. More towels, more time. More towels, more time. I mean, more cooking time. 20 seconds left of the 2 minutes. Looking good. I turned the stove top down, but the oil just kept going. Looking good. Just be careful, right? And because this is the problem that caused me to burn myself. I can't pick that up. There, that's a good color. Okay, that's nice. We like that. I don't like this piece of dried up old flour on it. And now I think this is going to be a minute. Because once the temperature keeps increasing, you don't, you're kind of exponentially reducing the time, the cooking time. Kind of wish that one was more brown on one side. Oh, and it has pieces of flour on it. After, if you're only doing a few of these, I like the look of that one. I think it's done. No, it's not. You would have to replace the oil. Okay, let's go. We want golden on both sides. Yeah, like that. Okay. Then you just, at this point, use your eyeballs. And that one needs a little browning on one side. That one's done. Okay. This could be done. Very done. Yeah, that's a minute. Okay, stop that thing going. That was done. That one's done. These are all done. Pretty. Beautiful. Turn that off immediately. And then take it off the heat as far as you can. It's hot oil, and everyone knows the dangers of hot oil. They can catch on fire, they can fall off, and they can hurt you. Okay, so now, before you gotta soak up all the oil, and I want to get out a serving plate, and I want to, for the honey, but just a second, I have to rethink this, how I'm going to do this for the camera. Okay, folks, so what we want to do is get our honey out, and we're going to brush these while they're warm. All right. And this obviously is thick and room temperature. So it's going to be hard to spread until it heats up, but you don't want too much. You just want whatever melts. All right, so that's 3 of 2, 4, 6, 7 of them, and we can plate them like that. Oh, I have a simple. Oh, so before you get too don't forget to put a couple leaves of rosemary on, like that. I have extra in case I overdo it, but just a couple leaves, like that. And then I have this spatula so I don't burn myself again. And we're just going to make a little display here, like this. Remember, I have 7 more on another plate. Just a second, removing this one. And I think they're looking really beautiful. Yeah, not 7, 5, I guess. 12 in total. 12 is kind of my goal for this. Okay, so now we're going to honey them. You know, just kiss them. It doesn't have to be we're not trying to make dessert here. Just kiss them. And then I'll use this honey. I actually might add some rosemary to it and use it for toast or something. I don't know, brioche. Okay, so we don't need to waste the honey. And then we're going to add some aromatic rosemary. Just the leaves. Okay. And then you have perhaps one of the best eggplant dishes you have ever had. But let's make it pretty. These are very hot still, by the way. And I think you would want to serve them hot or nicely warmed. Not warmed, but just warm. I think we have a thunderstorm going on. Okay, so let's just make room for them all. They kind of look like French toast, but they are in fact eggplant. And let's get rid of this. And it's beautiful. Andalusian eggplant using East Asian eggplants, the white kind, purplish white or white. Voila.